North-South Power, an energy company operating in Nigeria, listed about 8.5 billion naira green bond today at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. To mark the event, the management of the company, led by its board chairman Mr. Ibrahim Aliyu, performed the closing gong ceremony, which provided an opportunity to engage the market dealing members. Mr. Olubumi Peters, Executive Vice Chairman, CEO of North-South Power, speaks further on how the 8.5 billion naira green bond will be deployed in its energy operations.
Essentially, this is a 8.5 billion bond being raised out of the 50 billion total transaction that we hope to make in the market. Of course, this particular bond is a transitional bond where we in the past had a loan and from the banking sector, and what we did was to transfer it to the bond, which is cheaper, longer in term, and able to also give us room to invest more. So this is the beginning, and I think it's going to take us to the next level in raising more capital, at least to the level that is required to develop the industry.
What areas are we going to see your investments from this bond raised? Considering the need to deepen the power sector, what areas are we going to see this bond deployed to in terms of your operations and improving the power service in the country?
Yeah, this particular bond, about 60-70% of it is geared towards refinancing our existing bond, while another 30%, 40% is geared towards improving, that is, we call rehabilitating some of the infrastructures in the plant. And most importantly, the bond is also going to be used to add some more values, which at the moment we're acquiring additional plant, which is coming on stream soon. Some part of the fund will also be used to acquire this new infrastructure that we are already far into at this point. Yeah.
What is the guarantee that when this capital is raised, it will be fully deployed to the sector that you are targeting, and that the company will remain on the market? Yeah.
The good thing about our management is that, and the quality of the corporate governance is, for me as an individual, can tell you that it will be deployed. If you talk of guarantee, I can say on the scale of 1 to 10, it will be deployed 110% in quality. That is the quality of our corporate governance quality, and I think that corporate governance is not only for today; it's probably going to go beyond me as a team leader at this point.
So the bond that you are raising now, you talked about infrastructure. Can you let us into the segment of the infrastructure you talk about? Is it road? Is it power? Is it housing or what?
Okay, no, the bond, which is 8.5 billion, will refinance our existing loan, which I say is about 60% of that is geared towards refinancing that original loan, which we use in acquiring the Shiroro hydro plant. Okay, another 30-40% is geared towards, will be deployed to improve, we call it the rehabilitation of Unit 4 of the plant. We recently invested about $10 million really in can I say, repairing a major part of the unit that was virtually off the grid. And thereafter, we now want to rehabilitate that unit to efficiency. Yeah.
The 8.5 billion naira green bond listing is a welcome development, as it is the first ever SEC-approved 15-year tenured corporate infrastructure green bond in the Nigerian debt capital market. It is expected that the listed green bond will be utilized effectively to improve power generation in Nigeria.